Blessfm radio, play good tune.
Hey, to the Most High God, Jah, Rastafari, crowning with many a crown, kings of kings and lords of lords. The conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Kurumari, Ae, Lae, Selassie. Them just a stretch them neck across the fences just to see where the Rasta man a come. Them just a stretch them neck across the fences just to see where the Rasta man a come. You've got to be clean inside. You've got to be united just to see where the Rasta man a come. You have got to have charity and love within your heart.
Yes, this is Mckoy here again with you on the Know Thyself show. This one by Culture. See when the Rasta man a come.
Can't be grateful, nor red eye, nor licky, nor eat swine. Just to see when the Rasta man a come. Aye. Jah is powerful. Jah is terrible. He say he shall come in a new name, which shall sound terrible and dreadful among man. And his name is Jah, Rastafari, who lick all lightning and shook, shake and tremble all earth. You got to have a stretch out arm to receive when you're strange, brother. Just to see when the Rasta man a come. The thing can't be too small to share among your brother. Just to see when the Rasta man a come. I would even be a footmat in Mount Zion and lay down. Just to see when the Rasta man a come. I will beat my drum and I will sit on the sun of the listening shore of Jamaica. Just to see when the Rasta man a come. They took me from Africa and leave us here on a pirate boat. Just to see when the Rasta man a come. My children shall give a testimony of this life. Just to see when the Rasta man a come. We'll beat salvation, jump from shore to shore, from door to
Yes, pleasant greetings. Yeah, me there again, you know. Mckoy. You know, we are expecting a guest for phone in from New York in about half an hour time. We'll be talking about Marcus Garvey and you and I here in this type of thing.
to see when the Rasta man a come. Sounding the trumpet inside.
This one called Bread Basket. Barry Jed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out I eat, yeah. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out I eat. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out I eat, yeah. Africa, the basket of the world. And everyone I eat out I eat. I see my brothers fighting somebody else's war. I see my sisters struggling with no milk on their breast. Them are us in confusion. They're taking our minds, yeah. While the riches of our mother is being ripped from out the land. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out I eat, yeah. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out I eat. cities, while we feel their prison cells. I hear my ancestors calling from the bottom of the ships, and the spirit of Marcos say, rise up, yeah. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out, I eat, yeah. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out, I eat, yeah. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out, I eat, yeah. Africa, the basket of the world, and everyone I eat out, I eat, except for we, oh, except for we. Them burn, them loot, them plunder, and take without consent to build their banks and their cities, while we feel their prison cells, yeah. I hear my ancestors calling from the bottom of the ships, and the spirit of Marcos say,
Rise up, you know, all African people, rise up, you know. Because them time, you know, a liberation time, you know.
Liberation vibes. Sila. Whoa.
This one from IQ La Rastafari.
Rastafari. So long. So long.
Talk to them, my brethren, talk to them.
Whoa, whoa. So long. So long. I've been here in captivity. Weakness, mama, banner belly, Papa slave so hard, almost the cemetery. I run to the hills, they claim your victory, until the soil and gather lots of guile. Spend night in a Iman sovereignty, and liberation is hard work. Oh yo, hard work. And some may say hard work. Oh yo, hard work. Yeah. A man, Sila.
Yeah, it have to play twice. Trust me, it have to play twice.
Yeah. Rastafari. So long. So long. So long. Whoa, whoa. So long. So long. I've been here in captivity. Weakness, mama, banner belly, Papa slave so hard, almost the cemetery. I run to the hills, they claim your victory, until the soil and gather lots of guile. Spend night in a Iman sovereignty, and liberation is hard work. Oh yo, hard work. And some may say hard work. Oh yo, hard work. Yeah. A man who does not work, that man must not eat. Let him bite his tongue and even knock his feet. 'Cause in a Rasta liberty, no lazy blind cannot be. Want them to know, ticks and parasites gots to flee. Liberation is hard work. Oh yo, hard work. And some may say, hard work. Oh yo, hard work. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Sit down and wait on miracle. Poverty is the price. These mental deficiencies have its roots in the Antichrist. Dependencies and fantasies are twin brothers in crime. So work hard and assure yourself, and I know your life will be nice. Liberation is hard work. Whoa, hard work. That's what me say. Hard work. Whoa, hard work. Liberation vibes. So long. Yeah. So long.
Yes, this one by Nazio Fontaine. Yes, give Jah thanks and praise. Morning and evening time. That's how we say. Yes, that was Nazio Fontaine. Called Jah Glory. Yeah, for the victory is ours, but we have to put it into reality. We're going to read out some announcement, but before we read out some announcement, we're going to salute some people, you know. We want to salute Culture and Brother Obadiah up there in Birmingham. We want to salute Ikula over there in California, and special salute to Prophet Jabi over there in New York. Harmony down in Jamaica, and also special love to my wife Heather, you know, for her support all over the years, you know, over them long years there, 43 years. So give thanks for that. Now we're going to read out some announcement. Yes, this is Blessradio.org. So if you can't get up on the 92.9 FM, you can get up on the Blessradio.org on the internet. Yes, if your computer want fix or you want internet service and them thing there, Sam at PC Corner, 6B Cazenove Road, Stoke Newington, N16 6BD. You can contact him on 07904 589 575. That's 07904 589 575. Yeah, so any little computer works, computer accessories you want to buy, or second-hand computer and them things you want to buy, some of the brethren at PC Corner. Yes, if you want vegan meals, some nice, tasty vegan dishes, you need to go and see I3 Corner team down at the All Nation Vegan House at 8 Sanjanam Road, E8 2LP, right in front of the Argos store on Sanjanam Road, just after Kingsland High Street. That's all. So you can contact them on 0207 254 0023. I repeat, 0207 254 0023. Yes, the Mart Center at 366 I Road, Tottenham, N17 9HT. You know, them keep lectures and round circle meeting every Sunday. Them also hire out the place, so you can contact them down there at the Mart Center. You want to keep an event or anything like that, and them keep a lot of events there, so you can, yeah, check it out, the Mart Center. Yes, if you like this program, please tell a friend, a family member, our members, our colleagues about it. Also, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mckoy, and to Blessradio 1. Also, have an album called Earth Running Intrinsic Motion on the digital channel. For example, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, and most of the other digital download sites. So give me some support, that's all. I love some support, that's all. You know, you just listen to the tune them, and you know, you can purchase the album, or you can purchase them individually. Yes, I'm also in the planning stage of a one-day workshop on the Know Thyself theme. And this workshop would be looking into the self, into consciousness, into our ancestral heritage, also into mental and physical energies, looking into emotions and more, you know. So if you're interested, you can call, you can contact me at Mckoy, RASMCKOY, one word, at hotmail.com. Yes, but they are with you same way, and you know, it's lovely to be here again with you. We're going to have a guest calling in shortly, in a few minutes actually, and we'll be talking about the UNIA and the whole Marcus Garvey thing. Yes, bless up. Here we go. We're going to do this one, Garnet Silk. Hello, Mama Africa.
Mama Africa.
care, and I won't let go. Even though we're oceans away, you're with me day by day. Memories of you keep flashing through my mind. The very thought of you make my time. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I hope when you hear these words, your grays turn blue, grays turn blue. Don't you worry now, I won't be long. Sweet paradise, I'm coming soon. When I'm with you, I can't be wrong. If not in May, then you'll see me in June. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I hope when you hear these words, your grays turn blue, grays turn blue. The sweetest things are there to be found. The golden sunshine, the wind that blows around. The fresh vegetation which comes from the earth. Oh, Mama Africa, you make me know what life is worth. Hey, hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you? I hope when you hear these words, your grays turn blue. Your grays turn blue.
Yes, greetings.
Yes, greetings, brother.
Yes, let me just introduce you. We have here Mr. Michael Duncan, President General of the UNIA. So, Mr. Duncan, could you just give me a little synopsis of what you do and with regards to the UNIA and so on? And
Well,
yeah.
well, basically, you know, the UNIA was created by Mr. Garvey in 1914 in Kingston, Jamaica. He ended up bringing the UNIA to the United States in 1916, organizing over 11 million black people under one banner to address our concerns and our conditions. Now, we know that since Mr. Garvey passing in 1940, until now, things has dropped drastically, where we don't have that type of support base for our people anymore. So, in looking at what has been done, as Mr. Garvey said, what man has done, man can do. So we decide that we are the one responsible for bringing the UNIA to those heights again, where it can serve as the premium authority, the premium base, the premium supporter for our people as a whole. So I was elected President General of the UNIA. Therefore, I am the 10th successor to the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, and I'm the 11th President General. As such, it is quite clear that I have some big shoes, some large shoes to stand in, to fill, because based on the work Mr. Garvey has done. So I'm in the process of revamping the movement again and making it strong to a point where it can help our people. I'm trying to we are building that financial base here, starting from New York and linking with Jamaica and on the continent of Africa. So those are some of the activities we are doing to bring prominence to this great organization that served us before.
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
Uh-huh. So tell us a little bit more about yourself, where you're born and grow and why you get into, the Garvey movement and the Garvey consciousness then.
Well, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, Kingston 8 to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the Constant Spring, Shortwood area.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I left Jamaica when I was 14. I came to New York to live. But I attended high school here, and at approximately 17 years old, I picked up the philosophy and opinion of Marcus Garvey.
Mm-hmm.
And therein that changed my life, because prior to me reading and understanding that book, I had just thought of myself as a Jamaican. However, after reading the philosophy and opinion of Marcus Garvey, that book inspired me, that book motivated me, that book basically deprogrammed what I had learned for the prior 16 years, and reprogrammed to my mind in a way where I am sure not now at that point that I was in fact an African. I also committed to myself at that point to say that if I could accomplish all that Mr. Garvey, 10% of all that Mr. Garvey has done, then I would feel like a successful person. So I have been on that path for a long time, a journey helping my communities. It so happened that everything is coming together and it's becoming fruitful right now. I attended university here in New York. I'm a businessman in New York. I own a few restaurants, and I also own and organize a warehouse, a distribution company that we as black people own. A group of almost 200 of us came together, invested, and created this strong distribution warehouse where we sell our groceries, our goods to individuals and to restaurants as well. Our objective is to build that, growing it, making sure we place it in every one of our communities throughout the world. So we started with this first one that we're building the base.
Mm-hmm.
And as we move forward, we realize that Africa must play an integral role. And as you know, Liberia was the place that Mr. Garvey chose to build that base to set for us. At the same point, we're moving on that situation where we're working in Liberia to build that strong base in Liberia. We currently have a UNIA division there in Liberia, and we're working with that division there to set the foundation from which we shall stand.
Mm-hmm. So you are saying you really want to move the headquarters to Liberia? Is that what you're saying?
Well, ultimately, that's what has to be done.
Yeah.
Because you have to realize that was Mr. Garvey's intention.
Okay.
Prior to everything going bad, you have to realize in 1918, he started making the plan to go to Liberia and build the headquarters.
Okay.
He was in the process of securing a land, approximately 1 million acres, to build that base, to build that strong community for black people.
Mm-hmm.
However, because of interference from others, that did not happen.
Yeah.
Mr. Garvey had projected that that program would have been completed by 1923.
Yeah.
But we know what happened based on the interference of others.
Yeah.
The interference of W.E. Du Bois, who didn't want to see that program come to fruition. If Mr. Garvey had landed there and was able to set up shop the right way he wanted to, our lives as black people throughout the world would be a different story right now. We would control every aspect of Africa right now. But all is not lost. Mr. Garvey died in 1940. However, the President General who took over from Mr. Garvey in 1940 took the UNIA headquarters to Liberia in 1949. He built the headquarters there in a town called Bandela in the Bong County area. And he ran the UNIA there from 1949 until 1964 when he died. Unfortunately, after Mr. Stewart died, the people there didn't continue. A lot of people from there moved back here, and then it stagnated. I was able to visit the 250 acres of property that the UNIA headquarters had stand on back in the 1940s, and 1949 to 1964. So we're in the process of making that strong again. And since that was Mr. Garvey's intention, yes, we do intend to take the headquarters ultimately to Africa, because Africa should be where we are based. Mr. Garvey said, let Africa be your guiding star. So that is exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. So what I'm really interested in is that 200 people corporation that want to put together. So I just go talk to the people in England one minute. People in England, when you hear that, people over in America, 200 of them get together and form an organization and invest in them one another and invest in black people. We can do that over here, sir, you know. Yes, we can do that over here, sir. Yes, Mr. Duncan, please continue.
Yes. You see, while I own restaurants, those restaurants are entrepreneurship in my mind. And entrepreneurship only basically take care of individuals. What we want is a self-reliant economic system to be able to change the paradigm as far as we're concerned. So I know that in moving forward, it wouldn't make sense for me alone or myself and 4 or 5 other people to create such a corporation. It should be where each and every one of us play a role in the establishment of that strong economic base. So we got together as a group and we invested over $1.4 million to create this business. Now, we're doing the same thing again in Liberia, right now, where we're going into the logging business, where we're going into the gold and mining, and we're going to our brothers and sisters to finance these projects, because we are here in the West for one reason, only to put resources together, organize those resources, and ultimately to take those economic resources back to Africa and match them with the natural resources so we can develop our country, we can develop our continent, we can develop our people. Yes, brother.
Yes. So what kind of forecast in terms of time period you see that you're planning that this supposed to take place in, like a 5 or 10 year or 50 year plan? What kind of plan?
Oh, well, then you have to realize that most of what Mr. Garvey did, Mr. Garvey accomplished in 7 years. Most of what he did, Mr. Garvey registered the UNIA on July 20th, 1920 in Kingston, Jamaica. By 1914 in Kingston, Jamaica. By 1920-21, the UNIA owned ships. The UNIA owned a lot of commercial entities, a lot of real estate over the world. We realized that the same 7-year period that Mr. Garvey took to do what he did. If all Africans do what they're supposed to do, we can make this strong again. Remember, I told you that Mr. Garvey started the planning for Liberia in 1918. And the objective was that the city he was thinking about building should have been built, most of it should have been built by 1923. We are saying to you now, at this point in 2018, exactly 100 years ago after Mr. Garvey started the planning for Liberia. Again, brother, we are in the planning with Liberia again to create such a city. And we're saying that we want to build that city by 2023. So it's only 5 years we have. So man may think that it's impossible and it can't be done. But let me tell you something, man. When I look back in history, I look back in 55 BC with that criminal, that degenerate Julius Caesar is out of Rome. If one had told him that the people he is enslaving is one day going to build the biggest empire that ever existed, he would have laughed at them. But once Mr. Britain was released from bondage in Rome, Mr. Britain said, I am going home. And I am going to build an empire that the world will see. He then went on to say, those who fail to see will feel. What I'm saying, what man has done, we can do. Cities, you have to realize the cities that you're seeing all around the world, they are just replicas of a grander civilization that we as Africans realized thousands of years ago, that can be revisited and built again. So we are inspired by Mr. Garvey to do that work. What I would like for you and my brothers and sisters on that side in England to do is to help us create strong UNIA chapters in England, because the more chapters we create, the closer we get to realizing our goal. So we must be linked in one grand hierarchy, whether we are in Kingston, Jamaica, whether we are in London, Birmingham, whether we are in New York, Philadelphia, or Monrovia, Liberia. We must be linked in one grand hierarchy. And that is my responsibility to do that, so we can realize what we need, that strong economic base, that strong cultural base, that strong institutional base for our people. Yes, my brother.
Yes. So, what about the relationship between the UNIA and the Liberian government? What kind of relationship you and them have?
Well, we have a very friendly relationship with the government. The government has a lot of respect for us, and we have a lot of respect for the government. So as far as that is concerned, we won't have any problem there. But our objective is that if we do what we are supposed to do, indirectly we help the government, so the government can help the people, because the people of Liberia, they need help.
Yeah.
And it's only when people like us go there, create employment, create institutions, that's the best way that we can help the government to help the people. So we have a great relationship with the government of Liberia.
So what about, you say you want to build a city within 5 years. What about the land? You have identified the area that you want to carry out this project?
Well, of course, and there are few areas as well. But for one, in the area, let's say that's called Bandela, that the UNIA headquarters was established back in 1949. That's a 250-acre property. And there are a lot of more properties around it that's available. Then, right now, we are working on a logging company where we're going to manufacture planks. We're going to take down logs, and we're going to sell them locally and internationally, but on that market. That alone will bring in is income for us. But as I talk about the logging, we are in the process of getting a concession of 2,000 acres of land in the Grand Jide County of Liberia. That's on the south side of Liberia, bordering Ivory Coast. And we have applied for a concession of 2,000 square miles. 2,000 square miles, which is roughly 1.2 million acres, that we're working with to get the concession because we can do our business. Once we start doing business there, we see that as an area that instantly we can start to build and to put institutions to facilitate growth for our people. So we have identified a few basic areas that we can work in, but at this time. As we speak, I'll be heading back to Liberia on Sunday, spending 2 weeks in Africa to fine-tune our business and to make sure we get the necessary registration and licenses that we need to operate.
Okay. Well, when you do that, I would love you to come back and give us an update on that. So, in America now, what you plan to do in America for strengthen the movement over there?
Well, then, what we're doing here right now with the movement, we are getting a lot of qualified brothers and sisters to join the UNIA. You have to realize that after they deported Mr. Garvey, they ostracized the UNIA, they ostracized Marcus Garvey, and they ostracized anybody who was associated with Mr. Garvey. The objective was to drive fear into people for them to leave the UNIA, to break up the UNIA. You have to realize that a lot of people, a lot of loyal people, moved away from the U.S. because of persecution from J. Edgar Hoover at that point. And they have made the UNIA such a taboo that over the last 50, 60 years, people have just stayed away from it. And then, when we move from the point of Garveyism into integration, that did nothing for us because it gives us that false sense that we're okay when we're not. So we're in a situation for the last 40, 50 years. We're in. The brothers and sisters who are able to do and able to help, able to lead, they are not willing to lead. They're not willing to assist. And the people who are assisting, most of the time they mean well. However, they are limited as to what they can do. But with me coming into the UNIA and with me infusing a lot of good brothers and sisters, a lot of qualified brothers and sisters, it is attracting a lot more brothers and sisters who are not just willing, but they're able. They're able to lead and assist educationally and financially. That's the reason why we were able to organize and create the Restaurant Owners Corp, as we call it. We call it FACA Restaurant Owners Corp. That's why we were able to create that institution that our people, our restaurants, our individuals come and do their shopping. Our thing is that if we control our economics, everything else will fall in place. Reason why, what we're lacking is our economics. We have culture and we're practicing our culture to a certain extent. To a certain extent, we have politicians who are advocating on our behalf. But what is lacking more than anything else is the economics. As Mr. Garvey said, where you have culture and economics, while the other two are very important, economics must be first. And that's what we're pushing. That's what is driving people to come with us, people to join our ranks. And because more people are joining, the membership is getting stronger. Therefore, the UNIA is serving that purpose, where we want to build and create that platform for you and I to stand on.
Mm-hmm. So you say you want to set up some chapters or some branches over here in the UK. What sort of criteria someone would need if they wanted to launch a branch over here? What would be the criteria for doing that?
Well, all one needs to do is to link up. There are two divisions there. There are two divisions there
already
in London.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think they're struggling.
Yeah.
The first thing would to be for good people like yourself to join their ranks and make it stronger and solid.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're living in an area where we don't have a division that's strong, all you need to do is to organize 7 African people who are committed to the development of African people, and we can create a charter. If you put together 7 people
mm-hmm.
to have a meeting in London, I will fly to London to meet with the group.
Okay.
To make sure we can continue that upward movement.
Mm-hmm. So if people want to get in touch with you, what you can give us some information, or someone who would say want to set up a charter.
Yes.
I just want to find out some general information differently from going on, like say the website or whatever.
Yeah. Yes, well, I have a number for the High Commissioner Generals. The High Commissioner General is the person who deals with membership overseas, membership outside of Africa.
Okay.
And her name is Rosemary James.
Rosemary James, okay.
Yes, and her number is 646. You got that, 646?
Yeah, I haven't got a pen with me, but I can listen it back on the tape and later. So it's 646.
Yeah. I mean 646 807 6502.
6502. Yeah. Just repeat that again for anyone listening. Yeah.
It's 646 807 6502, and her name is Rosemary James.
Rosemary James.
So you can text her, you can call her.
And that's a New York phone code.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's a New York phone number.
Okay. All right. So they would have to put the different the code before that, the New York code before that.
Exactly. Yeah. They would have to put the code before.
Mm-hmm. So, when someone of your distinguished position now is going to come to London and visit us and sort of promote the whole idea of the UNIA over here, did you hear that?
Hello?
Did you hear what I said?
You say that to me again?
Yeah, I did say, when someone, as distinguished as you within your organization, you know, carrying all the position of the great Marcus Garvey, and come and give us a visit over here in the UK and sort of, you know, whip up some more encouragement over here for the African people over here.
Yes. What is happening right now? This Sunday I go to Africa. I stopped in Ghana for 5 days, and went in. But I'm going out to a city named Entanso, about 5 hours away from Accra, and I'm setting up a division there. So I'm going to speak to the brothers and sisters there. Then after I go out to send that town that's out in the Kumasi region, then I come back to Ghana on Thursday, and I meet with another group in Accra. Then I will be in Liberia until the night, the 10th of July. Then I come back to New York. Then in August, I go to Jamaica for about 11 days. We're having a convention in Jamaica to promote the UNIA there and to grow the UNIA. So if in September or October, the brothers and sisters in England would love to have me there, all I need for them to do is to organize Africans who are serious about serving, and I will come there to drum up the support and to make our objective move forward.
Okay.
So anytime you and the brothers and sisters there are ready, I'm ready, my brother.
Okay. So tell us some more about what you're going to do in Jamaica now, because the people are always interested when things are going on in Jamaica. And may have listeners in Jamaica too.
Yeah, what is going on in Jamaica with us right now? First of all, is to increase the UNIA divisions and membership there. But because we opened the restaurant business, the restaurant owners corp said that we sell to restaurants, and it's like a supermarket as well, because we sell to individuals as well. You have to realize that every week we bring in breadfruit, we bring in jackfruit, we bring in green bananas, we bring in all kind of produce, jackfruit from Jamaica. So because of our movement in Kingston, we have hired roughly 7 people in Kingston to do those work for us. So by us creating the warehouse here, it's having an effect in Jamaica on employment. Secondly, out in the St. Thomas region, we have a lady out there who hired 11 people just to make those chocolate balls. I don't know if you remember those chocolate balls that those cocoa balls they used to make the chocolate tea.
Yeah, man, them still there, you know.
Yes. Yeah. So we hired a lady up in the hills of St. Thomas to process those chocolate balls for us.
Okay.
And I must say to you that that's a lady who had never worked for money before. And with this being thrown in her hands and she's able to make money, she feels very good. So what we want to do from our business here, we just want to reach out to our communities all over the world that they're processing our products and hire them, creating more employment. What we intend to do in Ghana and Liberia, since there are a lot of coconuts there, we're going to make the brothers and sisters make coconut oil. We're going to make small factories there for them to make coconut oil. And then we will bring the coconut oil here to New York area and distribute the coconut oil. Again, it's creating employment for our people.
Yeah.
Be it in Jamaica, Africa, or anywhere else where we live.
So how do you view like the African Union and because you know like with it's great that you're doing it on the individual side over here, but the government to government thing now that take place in Africa through the AU, how you view that?
Well, The AU, and I'm always thankful and grateful when you have organizations that a group of people are working in or working with. Honestly, the AU should be that base that is doing everything that is needed to organize and make Africa strong. But for some reason, the AU is unable to get the things done that we as African people need to get done. For example, the unity of Africa should have come long time ago, but it's pushed back. Some countries are still being marginalized. For example, France alone controls 14 African countries, where they control the economics of those 14 African countries, if those 14 African countries were not under France control, France would be a fifth world country today. So while I like the AU and I like what it's supposed to be about, it's not serving our people the way it should be serving, because in this day and age, it shouldn't be where you have 14 African countries giving 65% of its profits to France, and then has to give another 20% as far as insurance is concerned. So totally, those 14 African countries, when they give their resources, they give 85% of what they make to France. How can they survive? How can they grow? So to have the AU, and we're not addressing those concerns, or unable to address those concerns, to make these things still exist in this day and time, we have to really wonder how effective it is. In theory, it's good and it should be working. However, it is not working for the most part.
But you speak of 14, but you have almost another 30 out there now. What about them?
No, what I was basically speaking was basically those 14 countries that is controlled by France.
But we still have another 30. We still have another like 38 or 39 so as well. But them not seem not seem to be doing anything either. But then that's the same thing, and that's why Mr. Garvey created the UNIA back in 1914, because he saw that our people needed help, and he realized it's only when we create that strong economic base from among you and I that we're going to realize our fullest potential. So at this point, we're saying we can't rely on anyone else. Most of the time, we can't even rely on our government, who are supposed to represent us. So we must build and make that strong movement from among us to address our concerns. Yeah.
And that's where we are on that, you know?
Yeah. So, before you go, is there any, like, words of wisdom you'd like pass on to the people them over here?
Yeah, well, just to remind people that Mr. Garvey said, chance has never yet satisfied the hopes of a suffering people. And if we look throughout the world, we are suffering as a people. And what has helped people is us organizing and putting ourselves first, making a commitment to the building of that grand hierarchy. So what we're asking everyone to do, we know everyone cannot do everything, but we do believe that everyone can do something. If you believe that what Mr. Garvey did and our ancestors did helped us in some way, I'm asking each and every one of you to make a commitment to the UNIA. Make a commitment to grow the UNIA again so we can serve the way Mr. Garvey and our ancestors intended for us to serve. So I'm saying to you, join the UNIA there. Help to create a UNIA in your city where you live. Let me know and I will come to England and to promote the UNIA. But join our ranks so we can make a better tomorrow for our brothers and sisters. Thank you, brother.
Yes, Mr. Duncan. Thank you very much for, sparing your time to talk to us, Give thanks.
Yes, brother, and thank you, and thank you for promoting the word. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. Rastafari.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yes, people, that was Mr. Michael Duncan, President General of the UNIA, based over there in New York. Him say him set up the UNIA, setting up places in Liberia. They want to build a city over there in Liberia. So things, them have plans afoot. So, but we really want to see these things come into reality. We just don't. So, whatever help you can give, make sure you give it. If it's even in terms of finances, you can contribute or buy shares. Because I think them have a corporation over there. Buy shares in things that is African and is building Africa, will cause trade between Africans and cause trade between the African continent and also the diaspora country like the Caribbean country like Jamaica, Trinidad and all them kind of places that have a strong African base. This one is Buju Banton and it's called Destiny, because it's all about our destiny, so we have to take our destiny in our hand.
There was good and evil. We chose good. Why raise the time of the Most High, ye sons of men? The rich man's wealth is in the city. Yeah. Destruction of the poor is his poverty. Lord. Destruction of your soul is vanity. Yeah, yeah. Do you hear? I wanna rule my destiny. Yeah, I wanna rule my destiny. Whoa, whoa, destiny. Mama, look from when you call me. Destiny. Mama, look from when you call it. I wanna rule my destiny. Yeah, yeah. Oh, help I please. Jaja, let me rule my destiny. Oh, we Lord. I've been blessed, I've been touched. I love Jah so much. They keep fighting me. I'm not giving up. The realms of Zion fill my spiritual cup. Wisdom overstanding must never be too much. Give I protection day and night from even the pestilence that walk at that daylight. Destiny, Mama, look from when you calling. Destiny, Mama, look from when you calling. I wanna rule my destiny. Yeah, oh, if I please, Jaja, make me rule my destiny. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cast away their cards most, Lord. You have them in the region, in the valley of decision, restraining the Edens with a rod of iron. You know not the destiny of a next man, why hold him? Set him free for too long. I wanna rule my destiny. Oh yeah, I really wanna rule my destiny. Hear me call, call, call. Destiny, Mama, look from when you calling. Destiny, Mama, look from when you calling. I wanna rule my destiny. Oh, hey, if I please.
Yes. Do you want to rule your destiny? Yeah, we just had a man on the line, Mr. Michael Duncan, President General of the UNIA, reviving the old Marcus Garvey UNIA thing where, back to Africa and self-help, the whole self-help thing, because you know we get caught into this integration thing, and the integration thing is an illusion. It don't exist. You can't integrate with people who don't love you, and you can't integrate with yourself if you don't love yourself. You really have to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, like I say all the while, you're going to be in a sad state. So we need to organize, because what happen? We only want for rent car and them thing, then a lease car and them thing there. We don't want real wealth where we can have a car and we house and we land and in a safety, because most of the time in the country them it's not safe. You know? The whole thing not safe. Where we there, if you're there at Jamaica, even if you have your house, because of the way the Romans set up them system, they make sure say you not safe there, so you'd are even safer in a freedom place than in a your place. You understand? And then make sure say even no place not safe for you be, because them whole system is based on fear and not on security. So them selling insecurity for security, so they make things insecure and then tell you say them are the one who are going to secure you, when it's them same one that I make you insecure, you know. So I saw them play for them game. And do you want to be part of them game? Do you want to be playing that kind of game with them? Yes, so what we have to do now, you know, we really have to develop ourselves. It's long gone, because if Marcus Garvey can set up an organization in 1914, you understand, 1914, and galvanize it by 1921 that he had millions of followers. Even if you don't want to join the UNI here, you must be doing something cooperative with someone or some other organization or some other group that is going to be to the benefit of you and your family. And it don't make sense you go around and try convince yourself say color is not an issue, because the people them already make color an issue. You ban, come find say color is an issue. It's not something that you can run from. You can change religion. You can change your politics. You can go a Labour Party, you can go a Conservative Party, or UKIP, or Liberals, or any one of them who are hustle at the moment. You can go to any one of the churches, the Jehovah's Witness Church or whatever. But all, when you put bleach on your face and your whole of your skin, people still identify you as black. All when you press your ear and you go buy a wig and all them things there, people still identify you as black. And treat you according to how them feel so black. Forget treated, yeah. According to how them say black people forget treated. I saw them do it. So we have to wake up. You know, because Marcus Garvey said black people will not know themselves until them back is against the wall. But the problem that I find is that black people back today in 2018 is against the wall. The problem is that them don't know it. Them don't realize it, or even them realize it, them don't care, like them upon a suicide mission. And them enjoy suicide, and them enjoy masochism. They like the suffering. Other day a brother from America, one of them like a singer brother, a rapper brother from America, I don't even know because I not too follow them, say slavery was a choice. And everybody turned down upon him without even questioning why he must say. You understand? Them don't even question what him say. Because if slavery is not a choice, where we get the term house nigga from? Where we get them kind of term there? Where we get the term from people say, yes, massa, we sick. Where we get them kind of term there? So whole heap of people, slavery was a choice for them. Not might be everybody, not by you who feel say you is a so-called conscious person. It might never be for you. But for all heap of people out there, slavery was a choice. Including some of our mother and our father. That them never want to come out of slavery. When the cage all open, them never want to fly away. And that is still happening today. And how we know that? It's not by what people say. It's what people are do. That's how we know it, you know, because we know say actions speak louder than words. We grew up on intelligent maxims, you know. Intelligent proverbs. And we know say actions speak louder than words. And we know say you can say something and I do something different. We know that. So we know say you have people that say one thing and people that do other thing. So we need to get ourselves together. And we need to stop this little pretense that everything hunky-dory, because everything is not hunky-dory. Things are getting worse and worse and worse. And these people, or these creatures, are squeezing people more and more and more and more and more. And we have to wake up. Yeah, we have to wake up. Because when you wake up, you have to say you're back against the wall like Marcus Garvey said. But then you have to do something about it. Because you cannot keep pretending. Trust me, the pretend thing not gonna work. Putting on a wig, pressing your ear, pretending that you're a gangster, or shooting, killing your brother up on the street. It ain't going to solve your problem. The problem can only be solved by doing the right thing. If you're not doing the right thing, you won't be solving your problem. If you keep doing the same foolish thing over and over and over again, you'll only get the same result. You understand? So, we have to change. Other people doing it, you know. Every day I hear, if I say to somebody to something, say, oh, see the Ashkenazi, I see the Indian, them are unite. Well, I we did first to this and I we did first to that. You never do nothing, now your grandparents, them and your great ancestors, they do it. And where you do know, that me you want to know, where you do know. That me you want to know, where you do know. I know why you come tell me about no ancestor this and ancestor that. Tell me where you do know, because I know at the time. And I know we want to know where you do. We don't want to hear about what Ramesses did do and what this did do. Yes, we know same do that, but that are only 5%. That are our story. What we want now is what we are doing. We want to create for our own story that people can talk about it in the future and talk about it in a good way. That we did do something good and we did make some development for our children and our grandchildren and for them children, and so forth. You know, and this go living in the past thing. Oh, we did do this and we did do this first. But you do it now. I not say you do it now. So I don't even want to hear them talk there. I tell them, I want to hear what you do now. Yes. That me want to hear. Me want to hear what you do now. Because it don't make sense you are come and tell her, I say. About this. And some people get lost. Them all a cuss fear through religion. I singing all tunes say, I fear of this and fear of that. You have to Get to know yourself, man, and know even your history, because when I talk about, enough people are talk about history. You need to know who your ancestors were. And stop listening to people lie and people deceit. Yeah, cause guess what? There's no time to gaze. No time for gaze around here.
There is no time to gaze. Some come for story to patch I corrupt for being human create, yo. Tell them change them ways. Bingy you to know hurry up, now come yourself you waste out your days, yo. You know see so them are gaze. Them come for story to patch I corrupt for being human create, yo. Tell them change them ways. Bingy you to hurry up because I King Selassie. Ethiopia see now stretch out. To King Selassie I no more rocking on the boat. Things are get ready on the western coast. Enough of them are dead, you might think say a joke. Them have the money and still them can't float. I come to separate the sheep from the goat. Looking at the heat to see how about it out. Give them the chalice and them end up a talk. Can't burn the earth, them run guns not cope. If I had the fire, then now who want the smoke? Give the youth the culture cause I eat me and promote. Them must come together, Rastafari and a joke. Not take no talk. You must see them on face. Them come for story to back or report the big human create.
Hey, you know, have no other time but now, you know. The past, gone, and the future is just a hope or an illusion. Only when it come, it come. It's only now.
Bingy you to know hurry up because me not come here. Be still coming, know them gone. Jackie there, me plant food and corn. The youths come first and me not left it farm. I till the day them want make them a stun. Babylon be still allow me make me go on. Up on the hill, no dirty work, me not perform. Sure them your journey get redder than warm. The youth stamp cut on the slave master land. I do nothing forget the bloody money in our palm. We not and calm. You must say them on guys. Them come for story to back or about the bingy man create, yo. Tell them change them ways. Bingy youth no hurry up, no come yourself you waste out with days, yo. You must say them on guys. Them come for story to back or about the bingy man create, yo. Tell them open up them eyes. Bingy youth no hurry up, no come yourself you. Do all the honor, give the youth the betterment. Educate them right, feed them upliftment. I no settlers, no give I no settlement. I run the police, this a bigger judgment. What's the result from your conference? No solution, you confuse you and your friends. Babylon last, come to an end. Babylon the fight, going down again. Lightning message, slap England. Burn them to assist them a pollute and land. Lightning message up in a the Pentagon. Find them a fight for King Selassie position. Take them your message to the Ethiopian. Tell them Emperor Selassie is the almighty man. Lightning message to every nation. To King Selassie I boast the generation. Me tell them say, you must see some them face.
Yeah, a gazing, a peer gazing, I say I go on. Peer gazing. Yeah. You know, say, when me a youth, right beside my yard, you know, them build a school. And a lady come there, 1963 this. A lady come there. And when she come there, she herself some sweetie. And when I left Jamaica in 1971, she sit down at the school gate and sell sweetie same way. I go back in 76 and I see her there and she sell sweetie same way. I go back in 86 and I see her sell sweetie same way. And I don't know how long she did carry on that far because I did stop frequent that area there still. Because the behavior of the people them in them area, them turn it in a them claim say turn ghetto. But the mind of the people them was ghettofied. So why I say that now if you say well then, some people contented in a just what them a do, them no want to carry themselves to a higher level and a better living condition for them and them future generation. And so some people happy being slave. Some people happy being subservient to other people. You know? But Selassie said that a man for work by his own innate ability or by such education that he has acquired, for his responsibility shall not cease, even if it claims that it's under another one's will. So it don't make sense. You come tell me, say, boy, so and so they tell you to do that, so you go do it. You know? You have to be a responsibility for your own self. You know, and stop like you want to take credit for things that other people do. Like you want to take credit for things that fear of them did do. And what the Mansa Musa did do, and what the people them who built the great Zimbabwe did do. You want to take credit for that. But you know why you able to get no credit for what you do now. And you need to get credit for that if you are going to be have any substance around here. You need to have to put in your points. You have to make up your points to get your score, so that people can talk about what we have done around here in the year 2018 and onward. Because for the last 20, 30 years, pure foolishness me say I go on. I don't see nothing for write and tell John about. I don't see nothing for write and boast and tell John say, yeah, boy, you want to see we do this and we want to see we do that. I backward we see where I go. Kind of the 70s, I see far more progress than I see where I go on. The 60s and 50s, 60s and 70s, I see progress. And I see go straight up to the 80s, to the mid-80s, and then I start see a decline, and it a go on and a go on and a go on and a go on. And it's like we don't want to stop it. Yeah, we don't want to stop it. But we have to stop it. Otherwise we are going to find ourselves so we don't exist no more. Not even in history. Yeah. Well, salute up Sayom, one of the presenters on this program. I take in them program the other day. I like what you go on with Sayom. Yeah, some nice works you do there. Keep it up. Blessed. Yes. So, there with you again, and we are say to yourself, strengthen yourself, man. Strengthen yourself. Hold up your head high. And when I say hold up your head high, I not just mean your head, I mean the whole work, your whole conduct. You know? Yeah. And that me I talk about. More you strengthen your whole conduct. Because at the conduct I go set you free, you know, yeah. At the conduct I go make you be who you are. Yeah, not just what you say. Yeah, people will hear what you say, but people watch what you do too. You understand? People watch what you do. Yes, this one called Strength of Life from IQ La Rastafari.
Behold, I've seen thee, the architects and builders of Africa. Africa awaits its creators. From Cape to Cairo, Africa must be free. Rastafari, and I, and I, and I.
Strength of life, strength of life. Rastaman a strength of life, strength of life, strength of life. The Congo man a strength of life, strength of life, strength of life. The Rastaman a strength of life, strength of life, strength of life. The Congo man a strength of life. Africa is calling, calling your children. Mama is crying, crying for her children. Africa is calling,
calling her children. Mama is crying, crying for her children. I ain't gonna stay down here in the west, building skyscrapers to touch the sky, supporting brainwash institutions, fighting my brother for a piece of pie. No, I can't take this no longer. No, I can't take it no longer. No, I can't take this no longer. Africa land we have fiat. Strength of life, strength of life. The Rasta man has strength of life. Strength of life, strength of life. The Congo man has strength of life. Strength of life, strength of life. The Rasta man has strength of life. Strength of life, strength of life. The Congo man has strength of life.
Yes, Rastaman has strength of life. Yeah, get that strength within your life, you know. This one is from Ayman, you know.
Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, President Julius His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, President Julius Nyerere, President Kwame Nkrumah, President Jomo Kenyatta, and others created the Organization of African Unity, which today is now the African Union. It is incumbent upon all African leaders and all African people that the borders of Africa should be broken down and all Africans should be free to enjoy peace, security, and prosperity. So, therefore, let's break down them borders and let us be free, man. Break down them borders and let us be free. Break down them borders and let us be free, politically and economically. Break down them borders and let us be free, man. Break down them borders and let us be free. Break down them borders and let us be free.
Open up them borders.
Politically and economically. Work, work. Let us work together. Trade, trade. Let us trade together. Trade, trade. Let us trade together for health and prosperity. So, break down them borders and let us be free, man. Break down them borders and let us be free. Break down the borders and let us be free, politically and economically. Break down the borders and let us be free, man. Break down the borders and let us be free. Break down the borders and let us be free, politically and economically. Where are those African highways, railways, railways? Where are those African railways, highways, highways? Where are those African highways, railways, railways? Where are those African railways? Break down them borders and let us be free, man. Break down them borders and let us be free. Break down them borders and let us be free.
Yes, break down them borders and let us be free. You know, because without them borders they open up, you know, then we just a be like we in a cage or somebody make for it. And so we have no freedom for mingle with one another. So it come in just like we, you know, we can't go party over here. We can't do because Babylon don't want we go this one, don't want we go this one. The Roman them don't want we go this one, don't want we go this one. So we have to, where we can set the thing for ourselves, and we can do that in Africa. We can move them borders, and when we move border now, we can say, all right, give people certain amount of time to stay in the country, but you know, but open it up to the people, make people trade. The bigger the area of trade, the more prosperous the thing will come. Cause you can get 1 million people to buy a cocoa. You can get 1 million people or a billion people, I should have said, to buy your cocoa, and a billion people to buy your gold if you mine gold. So you open up the thing, you open it up to prosperity. Why we afraid of prosperity so much? I don't know. Why we afraid of prosperity? And would I rather, you know, they are fight and argue with one another and them kind of thing. They are going with foolishness. Like how that song I say. This is my song. Hear it now. This one called Shot Another Man. I saw some people want to live.
Shot another man last night down the road. Oh, Jaja, and his family and friends have said they're gonna explode. And his mother weeps tonight. There's gonna be another night. More expense to face the poor. More expense on their support. Why can't we live in love and unity? Why can't we respect the community? Why do we always have to fuss and fight? Why can't we do the things that's right? Said they shot another man last night down the road. Oh, Jaja, and his family and friends have said they're gonna explode. And his mother weeps tonight. There's gonna be another night. More expense to face the poor. More expense on their support.
Police them come
in a helicopter.
Soldiers patrol my area.
We can't get no sleep, sick of this violence, y'all. Should they shot another man last night down the road? Oh, Jaja, and his family and friends have said they're gonna explode. And his mother weeps tonight. There's gonna be another night. More expense to face the poor. More expense on their support. If only we would respect our brothers' lives. The only solution is to love and unite. Say they shot another man last night down the road. Oh, Jaja, and his family and friends have said they're gonna explode. And his mother weeps tonight. There's gonna be another night. More expense to face the poor. More expense on their support. Why can't we live in love and unity? Why can't we respect the community? Why do we always have to fuss and fight? Why can't we do the things that's right? Said they shot another man last night down the road. Oh, Jaja, and his family and friends have said they're gonna explode. And his mother weeps tonight. There's gonna be another night. More expense to face the poor. More expense on their support. I said they shot another man last night on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, them just people just shoot one another and kill one another. I really saw. We're not meant to live them kind of way, you know. We not meant to kill one another and them kind of thing. That nah get we nowhere. Cause you kill a man, you put yourself in a trouble, you have to look behind you. You wonder if police are come to lock you up. You wonder if the family are come to kill you. All them things there. That nah get you nowhere. And then the next thing now, black people, African people, them love the dead more than them love the living. Come here and observe it, you know. The biggest celebration in the black community now, a funeral and night. One time you used to have like a wedding and, you know, christening and all them something there and birthday. But now at the dead yard and the funeral, that the thing now. Yeah, that the thing. People now want to see when you're alive, you want to see a man. And him now want to see you, tell him come check you, now want to see you. You see you drop down dead. And when you look, him reach round a dead yard, fast. I don't understand that. Him want to come at your funeral, fast. But when you was alive, he never want to see you. I said, boy, I not see him for 40 years. But you want to see him coffin. Why you don't want to see him when he's alive? You know, why you don't want to see him in the land of the living? Why you want to see him in the land of the dead? We need to wake up because we are here to live. We're not there because we're dead. You know? Hear that tune, yeah. My tune again too. So one called Life is for Living.
His Imperial Majesty, creator and sustainer of the universe. Life is for living. Life is not for the dead. If Jah had wanted life dead, yeah, then he would have made life dead.
No way, no way.
Check out your leaders. They are all talking of peace.
Check them.
But behind closed door now they plan to make the world a disease. See them making the neutron bomb. See them making the cruise missile. Now they send the satellite out to space to spy on the human race. Isn't it a disgrace? Yeah, this evil that taking place. This evil that taking place now. This evil that taking place. Life is for living. Life is not for the dead. If Jah had wanted life dead now, then he would have made life dead.
No way, no.
Check out the economy. It's only rich man wealth to increase.
Check
You
it.
better mind what you do, cause it's the rich who instruct the police. See them making their organ transplants, see them modifying biological genes. Now they're building an internet base to put our minds in a cyberspace. Isn't it a disgrace? Yeah, this evil that taking place. This evil that taking place now. This evil that taking place.
Yes, life is for living. Life is not for not dead. Because the people them are going like say them dead. Them talk more about dead. Them seem to be authority about dead. Them a tell about what go happen to you after you're dead and all them kind of thing there. And them not talk about what go on in them life. Them don't know nothing about dead, you know. But them a talk about it. The only thing they know about dead is the funeral and the carcass where them a go bury. But why you don't want to put the same interest in a life? You want to spend $15,000 and pound, I should have said, on a funeral. And you know, give a man quarter of that in his life. You understand? You celebrate death and not celebrating life. So, we need to, you know, cut out them like a full business that we are going with and strengthen ourselves. Because the little death thing cause peer problem and now make we develop and move no further than where we did. Just a short our life, make we sick and in a pain, you know, because everything is around this death business. We need to grow up. Yeah, we need to grow up and start deal with the life. And more life and more life. And health and more health and strength and more strength. You know? And happiness. And contentment. And peace and tranquility. Because it so happen that most people afraid of them own company. Yeah, most people afraid of them own company. Most people, if you left them by themselves, them start getting miserable and irritated. Because them not like them own company. Them have to be in a crowd and, you know, them have to expose themselves. But we know so the higher the monkey climb, the more him expose. And we also know that the greatest sound that there is silence. And the sweetest sound is silence, listening to the silence of your inner being. We know that. And a guess thing, and knowledge, and a belief thing, and knowledge we are talking about, experience we are talking about. Yeah. And illusion business with the pan. Yeah. That we the pan. Love. And joy and happiness. That we are saying. You know. That one by Peter Tosh called Rastafari is.
Lord
of laws and the Savior. Magnificent, super magnificent one, yeah. Omnipotent, omnipotent one. I know he is. I said he is. He really is. I know he is Lord of Lords and the Savior.
Yes, Rastafari is. And when I say Rastafari is, what I mean? I mean the universal consciousness within all I and I, the heights of the height. And that I say, and that is not a gone thing, or is not a here today, gone tomorrow thing. It's a permanent thing. You know, it's a now thing and a always thing. Yeah, and that I mean. And that consciousness, that universal consciousness rests within man. And when I say man, I mean man, woman, boy and girl. So I don't want someone to run with on the suffragette thing. I say what me I say. I know what me I say. Because you have man, you have human, and you have a kind of a man, what them call mankind. But we're not going to go into that now. Yeah. So I say we need to know ourselves and know say we is, and that we can connect up, or I and I can connect up to this universal consciousness and conquer all things that is physical and metaphysical. And when I say conquer, I don't mean in a brutal, selfish way. I mean a discovery, a experience of infinite proportions. That I talk about. I not talk about some like a joke thing and no like a fool thing and no like a illusion thing. I talk about real thing that one can experience and get the fullness of, get the balanceness within oneself. Yeah, and that I talk about. So when Rasta say Rastafari is, we know say at the frequency, the ultimate, the supreme frequency we are talking about, that bring out that divine nature within I and I. And that I and I say, that divine nature, it bring out and express, and we can connect with one another upon that. You understand? Yeah, we can connect there. So here we go. This one is Gregory Isaacs.
La, da, da. I was given as a sacrifice to build a black mantle and a white man's paradise. But now that I know it's time, I've got to go, Lord. The proceedings seem so painful and so slow. The proceedings seem so painful and so slow. I have gathered all the wealth from all over the world, beating chains and shackles just to help make them kings, duke and earl. But now that I know,
yes, one for salute, brother Dougie. Brother Minty, Brother Jammers, Bless at Blessradio here, and all of the DJs and presenters, and all those who make it happen here on blessradio.org 92.9 FM.
I won't take no wait. I said love, love, love. Anniversary, love, love, love. La da da. Given as a sacrifice to build a black.
Yes, the time I come to an end now, and it was a joy having you listening to the show, and to those who will listen to the playback. I say greetings and blessings and love and joy and happiness to all.
What I give is what I will take. I give love. I won't take no wait. I said love, love.
Yeah, we don't want no hate, so we're not gonna take no hate from no one. Yeah, but if you don't want the hate, we have to love one another. Yes. So, goodbye one and all, and blessed love, and same time next week, same place.
Blessfm, no cigarette smoking in my room. Yeah, I still want Marley. Blessfm radio, play good tune.